Greetings in the wonderful name of Jesus Christ, our Savior. Like I always say, there's no other name that I can greet you on because it's this name that has saved me, that has made me, that has molded me into the woman I am today. And I'm so excited to be coming to your live today on this episode of Open Book. And joining us today, we have a very special guest with us, Nicole Cleaves, all the way from the USA. Welcome, Nicole.
Hi, Tess. Good day. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I just woke up, but I'm good. I'm ready
Also,
for
yeah,
the day.
because it's morning there by you guys, eh? 9:30.
Yes, yes.
All right, Nicole. Well, Nicole, firstly, I would like to thank you for coming on this episode of Open Book. And today's topic subject is we're gonna be talking about finding your passion, and the importance of finding your passion. So you're gonna share with the viewers a little bit of your journey, how you found your passion.
Yes,
Yeah.
Tess.
So can you share a little bit with the viewers, Nicole?
Yeah. So I'm very excited that you have, invited me to come on your open book episodes. I've seen you doing a great thing. And one of the things that I did want to mention is you're also doing what you were called to do. You have followed your passion by opening this open book, show.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
yes, so it's basically about, for me, how I came about, following my passion. For a very long time, I was just an employee. I got up every day miserable, going to work, very unhappy, like the rest of us do. A lot of us are in that position because I was working with a whole lot of people. Even when I was in South Africa, Tess, I was working with my fellow colleagues, and everybody was miserable. It was crazy how people are so miserable at work. We come to work, we try to put our best foot forward, and we try to smile and laugh through the day and stuff. But at the end of the day, there's always something that's missing. There's always something that's missing, and you'll always feel incomplete because you have not found your passion and you're not doing what you're passionate about,
Yeah.
And I never realized that we don't even realize that, Tess. I never realized I wasn't happy where I was. It was just, I was unhappy in my position, and it didn't click, you know what I mean? And, I came over to the United States just like you, and I thought that was going to make me happy. I was like, oh, I'm out of South Africa. I'm in the country. I can start all over. And I was back to just working a job. I was back to just working and waiting for the weekend. That's what we do. We work, we get paid, we wait for the weekend. Oh, let's have a good time. Let's, the next Monday or the next, whenever you have to go back to work, you're back to being your old miserable self, So it wasn't until I actually came around the right people. That's also what is very important on our journey, Tess, is coming in contact with the right people, So when I met my husband, he was the one that actually pushed me into the right direction.
Wow.
Because I told him what I was passionate about. And for a long time, and for me, it was just, oh, okay, I'm passionate about art. But it wasn't, oh, I want to pursue it. I actually want to do something in that field.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, it's something that I like to do, but I'm not sure who wants to see my art. That's what we do. We doubt ourselves.
True.
We doubt ourselves. We don't think that we're good enough, And so when he came into my life, he gave me a different perspective, And one day we were walking past this place that has painting classes, And I always wanted to go for a painting class. I was like, I would love to go in there
Mm.
and join one of these classes, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, you know that you can be up there teaching the class?
Mm. Mm.
And I never looked at it like that. I
Mm.
never saw myself actually teaching the class because I didn't see myself as good enough.
Mm. Mm.
Why would anybody want to hire me to teach a class, you know?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
So one day we actually walked past that place again, and he was like, go in there and find out if they need anybody to, you know, assist with painting classes. Even if it's just assisting, you can assist the teacher.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I can start from the bottom and maybe work my way up, you know? I walked in there and I was really, really fortunate and blessed that the owner was actually in the store.
Wow.
Um, I did not know it was the owner at the time. She did not address herself as the owner, you know? Um, and I walked up to her and I was like, hey, I was just wondering, I'm living in the area. I wanted to find out if you guys need any teachers. And she's like, let me see your art. So I pulled up some of my art, and that is important. Whatever you are passionate about,
Mm.
always make sure that you have copies of yourself, like a hard copy, maybe on your phone. If you take pictures, if
Yes.
what you like to do is talking, speaking, make sure that you have maybe a speaking engagement, a motivational speech, or whatever recorded on your phone, so that
Mm.
when you meet the right people, that you're able to show somebody what you're doing, and they can basically take it from there. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So yeah, so I pulled out my phone. I showed her some of my pictures, and she's like, "Okay, this is my email address. Email me some of your paintings, and I will get back to you." So I emailed her some of my paintings, and she's like, "Okay, so I want you to come in." And it just happened so fast. You never
Wow.
know
Yes.
how someone else will see your work.
Yeah.
You know, because we always like to critique ourselves. You always
Mm.
have to have someone else from the outside also,
Mm.
you know, have a taste of it.
Yeah.
Don't just hide your passion. Don't hide your dreams. Don't hide your talents. Someone else should be the judge, not you.
Mm. Mm.
So she was like, I would like for you to come in and join one of the classes. Just sit in the classes, see how it's done, how the so we call it art instructor, how the
Mm.
art instructor walks you through the painting, and if you like it, you can join our team. And I was
Mm.
like, wow, it's just as fast as
Wow.
that.
Yes. Yes.
So I went for the class and I loved it. I enjoyed it so much. I even showed her how my painting turned out, and she was like,
Mm.
"Wow, she was really impressed." And she started putting me on the slot and in the slots for painting, and it just it just went on from there. And there I was every day when I went to work. I was happy.
Mm.
Now my husband even saw a different side of me. He's like, how does it feel for you now to be able to go to work and actually love it? We don't always have to the best thing for you to do is to be your own boss. If you're your own boss, you're always going to be happy and content. But if you have to work a job, it is important that you actually have a passion for it,
Mm.
that you actually enjoy what you're doing.
Mm. Mm.
You're actually in a good environment, in a good space.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know how important a good environment and good working space is. It is very detrimental to your health too. You know,
Mm.
I was working when I was in South Africa. I was working a job where I couldn't stand. I was an administrator. I could not stand my manager. It was bad,
Mm.
so bad. I was like, I came into work and we did not have anything good to say to one another. I would
Yeah.
turn around and I would now become a miserable person and talk
Mm.
about my manager behind her back.
Mm.
And but it came to such a point where my face started breaking out. I just had this ugly. and I didn't even know how much the stress was getting to my body, you know?
Mm.
So it's very important that we find ourselves in a good
Yeah.
space,
Yeah.
a good space, and that we go after our.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I think, Nicole, what you just mentioned, which is such an important factor to surround yourself with the right people. And I always say that, from my personal experience, I like to be surrounded by people that see more in me than I see in myself.
Yes,
Because that's the pushes, that's the people that push you to destiny, because through your passion, your purpose gets birth, because that's
yes,
exactly what happened to you, which is just so amazing. And I know it will inspire so many out there, because there's so many youngsters that I see on a daily basis that I hate what they do. You go into a shop and you see you don't even have to speak to them to see what they are feeling, because they face everything
exactly.
and that's exactly what you don't want to be, and I always
No,
say, Nicole, that God sometimes place you in places that there's always clues around your passion. There's
all
always clues. It's just for you to be in the right space in order
yes,
to see what God is busy doing. Because when you're so negative and you're so focused on the thing that is making you miserable, you can't see the positive in it. God's word declares that He causes all things to work together for the good for you. And that means
yes,
bad, it doesn't always mean you understand what I'm saying. So
yes,
for me, it's just so powerful what you've mentioned, and you encourage me as well. And I know that you've encouraged so many viewers out there, to listen to your journey and how what you have came from and to where you are now, and you still, because that's just it's a process that continues. You have to grow, you evolve as a woman, and just to see you evolve is just amazing. And that's where we as the people, we need to be happy for one another, be happy.
exactly.
If I see you achieve, I should be happy because you're achieving what you created to do on this world, in this world,
Yeah.
which is so
Also,
important.
surround yourself with the people. If you see someone else succeeding, surround yourself with that people.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes,
get some inspiration from that person. How did you
Abs-
do? How can
yes,
I, follow my dream, my passion? It is
yes,
very important for us to do that,
yes,
Tess. As you
yes,
mentioned, we're only put on this earth for a limited time. Our time
absolutely.
is up on this earth
Yeah,
anything.
yes, yes, yes,
And the thing is, there's everyone. There's this motivational speaker that I listen to. His name is Prince EA. If you haven't heard of Prince EA, look him up on YouTube. There's this motivational video that he has. He talks about your dreams and your passion.
mm,
He says, I don't know if everybody knows Martin Luther King.
mm.
Martin Luther King did
Yeah,
not have a dream.
yeah,
That dream had him.
yes, true, 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 wow,
We all have a dream within
true,
us.
yes,
All have a dream. We all have a passion within
yeah,
us.
yeah,
It is what we are going to do to get it out of us.
yes, yes,
Sometimes it is hidden very deep within you because
mm,
it hasn't talked to you yet.
mm,
But sometimes you know what your dream is
mm,
and you're afraid.
mm.
We should never be afraid.
Yes,
Let's surround ourselves with people who are already in their dream,
yes, yes, yes,
already
yes, yes,
following their God-given plan, their God-given,
yes. Yes,
you know.
yes, 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 absolutely, and especially with the in the environment, like you mentioned, is so important. Be in that room. If you hear there's a sermon going on and there's a lot of successful, they're talking about the story. I make sure that I am there. Just to you understand, just to be in that room, which is so important. And that leads me actually to the next question that I have for you, Nicole. There's somebody today listening watching this episode, and this person is in between places where she is or he is in a full-time job, miserable. but they have a dream within their heart, but they don't believe they can actually achieve it. You know, they have self-doubt, like you had self-doubt, you know. And what would you say to that person watching today and saying, what if, you know, I don't make it? You know, he has all these voices speaking to him, saying that, you know, you're not good enough. You can't make it. Stay in the job that you are in because it's stable. You know, you have stability. What would you say to that person?
You know what, Tess? The biggest downfall. Our biggest downfall is thinking that a job is our security.
Mm,
Oh, the job pays the bills.
mm,
Oh, how am I going to, get on my feet if I try to pursue this? I just received a beautiful text message, like I told you right before we started our conversation,
mm,
and it read, "How important is your dream to you?
mm,
How bad do you really want it?" You know,
mm.
it said, "Losses expose dedication."
Wow.
So if you are in a loss, you will always be dedicated, and you should be dedicated and hungry to pursue your purpose.
Mm, mm,
But that is
mm.
the only time,
Yeah.
like they say, God can only bless you once there is space.
Yes. Yes. So.
You know, if there's something else already occupying, how
Mm,
can how can he replace it with a good thing?
mm,
Replace it with your dream and your purpose.
mm,
If you
mm.
already have something blocking it,
Yeah.
you know? So
Yeah.
we have to make a space. So we have to make a space. And that's where I was. I was so afraid to get off of the program. I was so
Mm,
afraid to leave my job, my good paying
mm,
job.
mm, mm,
What am I going to do? How am I going to pay the bills? You
mm,
know? And for that time being, obviously I was pregnant, and after I had my baby, now I was ready to go back to another job
mm.
instead of doing my dream. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, now I'm ready. I'm going to go back to another job. But God was like, no, I have a different plan for you.
Yeah.
I have a different plan for you. So what we need to do is also surround ourselves with the right people who can push us
Yeah.
in the right direction.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, very important. And people who are not there for you, who are not supporting you on your dream and your purpose, don't share it with them,
Yeah.
because people can crush your dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
People crush your dream. Once you tell someone what you want to do with whether it's, not all of us are going to be good with art.
Mm, mm,
Not all of us are going to be actors. Not all of us
mm,
are going to
mm.
be,
Yeah.
but there is always something. There is
Mm,
always something. I
mm.
know someone who is passionate about trains.
Yeah.
This person is actually literally building train simulators and whatever, and there is a market for it. He
Mm.
actually went to a convention where he saw all these miniature trains, and people are buying and selling it at a high rate, and it's like, who would want to be interested in a train and building little miniature
Mm.
trains? You know,
Yeah.
always something.
Always.
You know what
Absolutely.
you're doing. You're talking. So if you're a good speaker, if you're a good motivator, that's what you need to do.
Mm,
Pursue. Just
mm,
dig inside of you and find your passion. And then, like I always say, surround yourself with the people who actually, if the people that you're surrounded with are not, they're not living their dream, just make sure that they're actually supporting you into the right direction.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, make sure that they're supporting you into the right direction, even if they don't always have something um, positive to give to you. Make
Mm.
sure that they're standing with you. Okay, you can do this, pursue your dream. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Do not surround yourself with dream crushers.
Mm.
Do
So
not
important.
surround
Yeah.
yourself with people who do not see what you see in yourself.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So that is the message that I got today. Losses expose dedication, and
Yeah.
and the person said you have to be hungry
Yeah.
for growth. You have to be
Yes.
extremely hungry for your growth, and do
Yes.
not get impatience. If you because the thing is, we're going to get impatient, especially if you don't see if you don't see results. You're going to get impatient, but not let impatience destroy your dream.
Yeah.
Continue pursuing your dream. Continue pursuing your passion.
Yeah.
And also, one last thing that I wanted to say, Tess.
Yes.
I was reading in a book. It said, use your disadvantage to your advantage.
Wow.
And one day I was actually teaching a class. One of my friends came in, right? She has a problem. She's very big busted.
Mm.
And she walks around looking for a bra that can fit her. She finds nothing that fits her. So she comes in the store and she's like, I'm so frustrated. I can't find a bra. This has been my problem for years. And I was like, so what are you doing about your problem? This is your disadvantage, but you can use your advantage. Do you know how many women have the same problem as you?
It's true.
How can you turn around and make a bra? You
Yeah.
can actually make a bra, test it out, see how it fits you, and actually sell it.
Yeah. Wow.
Their disadvantage to your advantage.
Advantage. Yes, so true. Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Look
Absolutely.
at what people did during this coronavirus pandemic.
Yes.
They all started making masks. People were
Yeah.
out of job. They started making masks and selling it. It was a disadvantage,
Yes.
but we gotta use it to
Advantage.
our
Yes, yes, absolutely. Well, Nicole Cleaves, thank you so much for joining us. You've given us so much. You've inspired me as well, sitting here listening to you, to your journey and how far you came, and you're still growing. So I just want to it's such an honor to have you on this episode of Open Book and to share with the viewers your journey and your passion and encourage the viewers out there. So thank you so much, Nicole. Eh?
Thank you very much for having me on the show, and I hope that our viewers will enjoy this one episode and continue to follow their dreams.
Absolutely. Amen. And thank you for each and every viewer tuning in to this episode of Open Book. Thank you so much. God bless you and love you all. Take care, Nicole.
I care.
Bye.